I suppose people have always dreamed of the future. We sure do.
The only difference is that today, with what we know and what we're learning to do, we really can bring our dreams to life. It takes a lot of work, but the truth is, if we can dream it, we can do it.
Tomorrow's horizons are here, today.
So I'm guessing I should probably tell you how this board got put up. 357 reasons to go mad modding Nerf. Now, that title is actually a reference to a series of events that happened to me yesterday. You see, I've been stuck inside my house, with the exception of one trip to Disneyland, one trip going out to see my sister at her house for Christmas, and a few trips to go to the store, which I got pretty sick when it happened. I've been stuck inside because of a brush fire and because I am allergic to the brush. One of the unpleasantries of living in Southern California for me is that I'm allergic to a lot of the foliage out here. And when it burns up, I get very, very sick. So I had a dream when I was sleeping, because when the fire started to go out, let's say about 89% containment, I caught a flu. So I got paid, okay, and I got like payday. I was sick. I couldn't believe it. I'm still sick, okay? So I went to bed and I had a dream. And of course, as many of you know, one of my dreams of my whole life is to go to Epcot and to go to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World, which is why I started this video there. This ride, sadly enough, is gone. Probably one of the greatest rides ever put in Epcot was Horizons. It was a progression of the Carousel of Progress. And sadly enough, it fell victim to a sinkhole and had to be torn down because the whole structure was collapsing in on each other. So, at any rate, I had a dream that I was on the Land Pavilion ride, which was called Living Off the Land. Now, this was an older setup of Living Off the Land, so what transpired in this ride actually makes sense. It couldn't happen today because there's too much security and metal detectors in a Disney park. But it could happen. It could happen back then. Okay, so then I would say this was about 1990. I saw the big 2001 on the Epcot ball. So it was 2001 that this dream took place, and I went on the ride, and in front of me there was a couple who I guess were playing around with each other during their whole Disney World trip. And one guy was this, just this guy, from like Los Angeles or whatever. And then the lady was like, I don't know, some little New Yorker kind of lady, kind of classy looking. And he says, so, yeah, we really ought to move in together. I mean, I got a nice place in California. I mean, why don't you come with? I said, well, actually, we ought to forget Epcot. I got a whole nother life in New York. I don't even know what I was doing. Really, I don't want to take this any further. And I just saw this poor guy's heart just get broken in front of me in this dream. So, out of nowhere comes this nickel-plated 357 Magnum with a 3-inch barrel. And it happens so fast. I know the way I describe it, it's slow, but it happens so fast. And all I remember seeing was the flash of the gun, him pointing it slightly upward toward like where the joint of his chin was, and boom! Shooting himself in the head. The bullet went upward toward the roof. The bullet went through the roof, but the rest of his brain did not go through the roof and ended up landing on me, on the lady, and a few other people. And the ride immediately stopped because it was just such a loud bang. And she was like, oh my God, it's all over me. Ah! The lady was just freaking out, and I was too. So I woke up, ran out of my bed, ran into my bathroom, about to go in the shower, and I looked at myself and I'm like, oh, God, I don't have any blood on me. Okay. And I freaked out. Well, around this time, I was on Shitty Nerfers Welcome. When I got up, I put on some cartoons, tried to calm myself down. And they were talking about, hey, maybe they ought to be a crazy nerfer's welcome. And, you know, I have these horrible nightmares, especially about things that I don't have in my life or regret not having. That seems to be a pattern with me. And I'm like, you know what? There are some limits in Nerf modding forums. I mean, obviously, Nerf modding forums are very serious, okay? And a lot of times I like to cut loose and I'll say silly things and people will get upset. Even on Death by Nerf Blasters, people will get upset. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe there really should be a place for modders just to cut loose. Yeah, no shit. No shit. Why not? Why not do that? Why not just cut loose? I mean, you can have a nice conversation and then also go, ah! You know, just out of nowhere, you know. Hey, you can do that on here. I'm not kidding. You can paint yourself like a big cat and whiskers and shit in a, well, don't show us any genitals, of course. Shit in a, you know, a cat box. Or portray that you did shit in a cat box. Don't show us you actually doing it. We would get a little offended at that. Try to keep things at PG-14 if you can, okay? And you can do, like, crazy stuff. Just anything crazy. And just be fun and be happy. And not worry about judgment of other people. Yeah, so at any rate, this is Chris Cartea saying peace out. And I don't want to show you a picture of me because I look fucking awful right now. But, and anywho, you can see my little humidifier. My little elephant humidifier. Which, by the way, I got that for like $30. And there was another one just like it for sale for like $70. And I'm like, why not just get the elephant one? It's a little goofy anyway. But look at that. Look at my air cleaners I need in my room. Look at that. That's an ultrasonic. That catches basically everything that those two don't. I need to be kept under really pristine conditions when it comes to air, or I get really sick. It's really sad. So I don't know if it's a flu, because there is a flu going around, or if it's because I've been exposed a little bit to all this smoke for the last 3 weeks. Very miserable month of December for me. So at any rate, enjoy the board, have fun, do something sillier than I can do, okay? Alright. Laters.